My name is Mrs. Brett Fiore. I'm the principal here at Windham Middle School. I'd like to welcome you this evening, and I'd like to ask you to rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Before we get started, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Dr. Garcia for being here this evening. She is feeling a little bit under the weather, so please excuse her voice or water this evening. But on that note, Dr. Garcia.
Thank you, Ms. Fiore. Good evening. Buenas tardes. Thank you for joining us this evening for the annual Awards of Excellence ceremony. On behalf of the Windham Board of Education, we are excited to have so many families here tonight to celebrate our outstanding individuals. Please let me introduce members of the Board of Education that are here with us today. Mrs. Lynn Isle, Chairperson. Dr. Gallucci, member of the Board of Education. Mrs. Hilda Ray, member of the Board of Education. Let me also introduce my colleague or Assistant Superintendent, Dr. Tracy Jumber, who will be assisting me this evening. Thanks to Mrs. Fiore and the middle school team for hosting us this evening. Despite the cold and darkness of the midwinter, this evening is warmed by the gathering of families and friends. We're honored that you join us here this evening to celebrate the outstanding contribution to the Windham Public Schools. The heart of every community is in its schools. Here are all the energies of the community blend together to create that place where young people blossom into the future. What is a school? A school is all the children, all the teachers, all the administrators, the nurses, the custodian, the food service workers, the administrative assistant, the security personnel, the crossing guards. But the school also includes families, those mom and dads and grandparents, and other extended members of the family who pitch in to help with the homework, coordinate the carpools, support the fundraisers, cheer from the sidelines, and serve as volunteers on many boards. Behind our schools, there's a whole community of alumni and residents of Windham who are eager to hear about what students are learning in our school, who might serve as mentors and role models for our students. All vibrant communities rally around their schools, and Windham is a wonderful, diverse community with long-standing of pride in the contribution of its graduates. As superintendent of schools, I am proud of our Windham community, and I'm humbled by the opportunity to serve his students and members of the families. This evening, each school principal will assist in acknowledging our honorees. Each school has prepared a little something about that special person, why these individuals are special. We'll take a moment to acknowledge the accomplishments of students who represent the finest young citizens of the Windham community. We'll hear directly from our school staff about how each one of them has earned the respect of their colleagues, their peers, and their instructors. The second group of honorees this evening is a special group of parents. These individuals are special because not only they support their own children for success, but these parents also support with other children with the generous time in their schools. These are parents who organize the PTO, serve on the School Governance Council, and are always ready to serve even before they're asked. Parents are our partners, and these honorees take this to heart. A clear part of our school district is the vision is that students will be supported in their learning experiences in the classroom. Another important group of honorees this evening are those staff members who support our district within the classroom and assisting with operations. A school system is very complex, and support staff provide the hands and the talents to make sure that nothing impedes learning in the classroom. This year, we have representatives from this group, individuals who are administrative assistants, food service workers, tutor, nurses, and speech and language assistants. Without further delay, please let me introduce Windham Early Childhood Center Director, Ms. Aliki Karaganis. For 25 years, the Early Childhood Center has provided that boost to our young learners, the boost that they need to move into kindergarten. Here they learn the habits that contribute to long-term success. This summer, our ECE, lovely how we call it ECE, moved to share the campus with Windham Middle School. We want to thank the Windham Middle School family for having the ECE program. And we owe the ECE staff and leadership hearty congratulations in making that transition a smooth transition for students and family. Mrs. Karaganis.
Thank you, Dr. Garcia. If I may ask our ECC awardees to please come up these stairs. The Windham Early Childhood Center is honored to be the first stop on a long and exciting journey of lifelong learning for so many of our Windham students. Tonight, we are happy to honor an outstanding ECC parent and two of our staff. We would first like to recognize the parent of one of our ECC students, Eva Fuchs-Cerrone. Although she cannot be here this evening, her husband is here to receive this recognition on her behalf. Please let Eva know how enriched we are by her commitment to our program.
As a preschool teacher, one of the most important goals I set for myself each year is to develop strong relationships with the parents of the children in my classroom. For some of the students coming to school, it means being away from their parents for the first time. So needless to say, the relationship between the parents and myself needs to be one that is collaborative. That's why I nominated Iwa. From the first time I met her at her home before the school year started, I knew it would be a piece of cake to develop a strong relationship with her. I could tell because of the questions that she asked that she would be very involved in her daughter's schooling. With her youngest, Emma, attending school for the first time at 2 years and 10 months, she is the youngest student in my classroom. As the year progressed, Iwa reached out to help out in the classroom and donated books, materials, puzzles, and art supplies. But it did not stop there. Iwa offered to help cut out materials, repair broken books, and even wash naptime blankets in her free time at home. It was clear to me and the other children and the staff in our classroom that Iwa went above and beyond for not only her daughter Emma, but for the whole school. Needless to say, Emma is a lucky girl to have such caring parents at home who give their time to assist in our classroom. We're also so happy to know that Emma and her family have just welcomed a baby boy and that this relationship will continue to grow over the years. We appreciate you more than you know. 3.
Thank you, Emma!
That was Eva Fuchs-Cerrone's husband. She is home with a new baby, so we thank her. The Early Childhood Center staff, Next, the Windham Early Childhood Center is happy to recognize Elizabeth Rivera Mendez, a speech and language pathologist assistant, who touches the lives of our staff and students through our school daily.
It is with great pleasure that I introduce to you the recipient of the Windham Early Childhood Outstanding Staff Member Award, Elizabeth Rivera Mendez. Elizabeth first worked in our infant toddler program as a cooperative teacher, and then about 1.5 years ago, she came back to us as a speech-language pathology assistant. We had just lost a speech-language pathologist position, and I was very concerned. But it was quickly evident that I had gotten lucky to have her as my assistant. She's very hardworking and very creative. Often you'll find her researching and making creative therapy materials to find interesting ways to provide services to the students. She knows her students well and wants to make sure that everyone is successful, even the most challenging ones. Her bilingual skills have been very essential in providing services to many of the students who come from Spanish-speaking homes and need to have their primary language enhanced. This year, she has been instrumental in thinking outside the box and coming up with new ideas to build listening, language, and literacy skills among all students, not just the students who are identified for services. She has also helped me in figuring out creative ways for providing services to students, as the number of students who need services has increased considerably. Her positive outlook is very much appreciated, and we are so glad to have her as part of our Windham Early Childhood team. Congratulations, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth Rivera Mendez. The Early Childhood Center staff serves 270 very busy 3- and 4-year-olds. One never knows what these young students might need moment to moment. Our amazing team of professionals face a variety of challenges every day. Among them is certified teacher Stephanie Waite, chosen by her colleagues this year to be this year's recipient of the Windham Early Childhood Award. This is Stephanie's 3rd year as a teacher at Windham Early Childhood Center. During this time, she's impressed all of us with her understanding and implementation of best practice, her dedication to her students and the program as a whole, and her devotion to her families and our community. Stephanie's organizational skills are exemplary, as is her work ethic. She has made significant contributions to curriculum development. She serves on the school climate committee and is a valuable resource to her colleagues, whether in need of technological assistance or Pinterest-inspired classroom makeovers. It is extremely rare not to find Stephanie smiling, even when dealing with some of our most challenging student situations. She exhibits an enthusiasm for teaching that is only evident in those who have truly found their calling. Her peers find her enthusiasm to be contagious, and the same is true of her sense of humor. Stephanie, thank you so much, and know that you are valued and appreciated, and that we feel very fortunate to have you as part of the Windham Early Childhood team. That was Stephanie Waite. Thank you. And now please let me introduce Natchog Elementary School Principal, Eben Jones.
Thank you, Aliki. If I may ask for the Natchog awardees to please come up to the stage. I believe Natchog is a very special place, and I have thoroughly enjoyed my time getting to know families, students, and staff at Natchog. One of the shining stars at Natchog is our 5th grade student, Isabel Sapio Burdett. I think you'll agree when you learn more about her.
Hi, my name is David Eichhorn, and I am a teacher here at Natchog School, and it is my pleasure to have the Superintendent Award for 2018-2019 be given to Isabel Burdett. Isabel is a phenomenal student, and she deserves this award because
she works really hard. She's really smart and respectful. She's a hardworking and kind person.
I wish that all students at Natchog had the same drive and determination that Isabel has. And on a side note, her love for Harry Potter is awesome too. So, again, congratulations, Isabel. We are all very proud of you here at Natchog.
Congratulations, Isabel. Isabel Sapio Burdett. As you all know, parents are such an influential part of Natchog's elementary school's culture. Many of our parents walk their children to school and come to all of our family events. Our staff has selected this parent, Erica Martinez, to receive special recognition this year.
Congratulations to Natchog's 2018-2019 Parent of the Year, Erica Martinez. It is such a pleasure to get to see you every morning when you bring Talia to school.
My mom has helped me as I've been growing up. She walks with me to school every day and she visits my classroom with my sister every day.
I
love you, Mom.
Erica Martinez. Natchog staff rely on one another for support and encouragement. Our next awardee, who couldn't attend tonight, is a paraprofessional, Ethan LaFontaine, and he's exceptional and contributes to our school in many different ways. Let's check out this video.
Hello, my name is Pam Bebo. I work here at Natchog School. I'm also a parent of a child here at Natchog. I am pleased to announce the 2018-2019 Support Staff of the Year, Mr. Ethan LaFontaine. I've had the pleasure of him working with my son for the past 5 years. He has gone over and beyond with helping him in all areas, from academics to social skills. I am very pleased with the work he has done for my son. This is my son, Gabriel.
I've enjoyed working with Mr. L. He has taught me a lot. Thanks, Mr. L.
Thank you.
Next, I'm privileged and proud to extend an extra special thanks and congratulations to Suzanne Slater, Natchog's Teacher of the Year. Suzanne's dedication to our community really serves as a model to all of us. In addition to her hard work in the classroom, she serves on the PTO, SGC, and beautifies our school working with the ECSU Education Club. She's willing to referee a Harlem Wizards game, spearheads the proactive behavior support mentor-mentee program that she started, tutors after school, organizes reading buddies with ECSU People Helping People Club, works on the attendance committee, hosts Eastern students every semester, is a team cooperating teacher, and can always be counted on to serve at any Natchog event. We are lucky to have her as a colleague, and she is truly an amazing teacher. In closing, let me share with you a poem, A Teacher for All Seasons by Joanna Fuchs, because it reminded me a lot of Suzanne. A teacher is like spring, who nurtures new green sprouts, encourages and leads them whenever they have doubts. A teacher is like summer, whose sunny temperament makes studying a pleasure, preventing discontent. A teacher is like fall, with methods crisp and clear, lessons of bright colors, and a happy atmosphere. A teacher is like winter, while it's snowing hard outside, keeping students comfortable as a warm and helpful guide. Suzanne, you do all these things with a pleasant attitude. You're a teacher for all seasons, and you have my gratitude. Thank you. I'd like to introduce you to my friend, Liz Baumgartner, principal of North Windham School.
Thank you, Evan. If I may ask our North Windham School awardees to please come on to the stage. So North Windham Elementary School is special in many ways. We are the home of the dual language school compañeros for grades K through 5. Our students proudly support families and communities in need through programs such as Helping Hands, Safety Patrol, and Big Buddies, Little Buddies. We enjoy celebrating our outstanding students and what they do through monthly PBIS recognition ceremonies that uphold our school values of respect, responsibility, caring, and safety. We pay close attention to our climate and culture. Tonight, we celebrate our choice for outstanding student from North Windham School, 5th grader Nayeli Estremera.
Hello, my name is Miss Bartnicki, and I'm a teacher here at North Windham School. I am pleased to announce that our school staff has selected Nayeli Estremera to receive North Windham School's Student Excellence Award for 2018 to 2019. Nayeli was chosen because she is a well-rounded student who strives for academic success while showing compassion and understanding for all people around her.
Hello, my name is Jadiela from North Windham. Nayeli was chosen because she is responsible, caring, safe, and respectful. She is the most respectful student at my school.
Hello, my name is Karen Elise from North Windham. Nayeli was chosen because she is the sweetest student in our class, and she is the nicest girl I know. She is respectful, responsible, caring, and safe.
Hello, my name is Kaden Briego Serrano. I come from North Windham School. Nayeli was chosen because she's caring, kind, respectful, and responsible, and safety. She works hard and tries her hardest. She also helps you feel better when you're feeling sad. She's so friendly.
Hello, my name is Isla from North Windham. Nayeli was chosen because she is nice, she works hard, and when I'm sad, she tells me, "Are you okay?" She's so friendly and a good friend. She's respectful, responsible, caring, and safety.
Hello, my name is Isabella from North Windham. Nayeli was chosen because she is nice, kind, and a good person in general. She's a great friend to have because you can trust her.
Hello, my name is Gianna De Jesus. I come from North Windham School. Nayeli was chosen because she is just an all-around wonderful student. She can be goofy, but only when it's an appropriate time. She is smart and beautiful and is always trying to help others. And she is always respectful, responsible, caring, and safe. And that's the NWS Bobcat way.
I present to you Nayeli Estremera. At North Windham School, we like to be ambitious with our programs that promote parent involvement. Much of what we do would not be possible without our wonderful parents supporting us along the way. This year, we would like to recognize Yesenia Oliveras as our outstanding parent volunteer.
Hi, my name is Ninochka Alba, and I am the family liaison at North Windham School. I'm pleased to announce that our school staff has selected Yesenia Oliver as our Parent of the Year award for 2018 and 2019. Yesenia was chosen because she's always involved in any event and any activity for families and students. Justenia is one of the kindest parents I have ever met and always has a smile to share and a good morning or a good afternoon. Justenia is extremely helpful and willing to assist in all our events. She volunteers her time at a moment's notice and is always happy to learn any new ways that she can help make our activities as successful as possible and a wonderful experience for all the students.
I present to you Xenia Oliveras. We have wonderful devoted staff at North Windham School. This year, we have selected tutor Catherine Humphrey to receive our support staff recognition. As a reading tutor, Kathy works tirelessly at creating an environment where students can flourish. Kathy does this by establishing a relationship with her students and pushing them to reach levels they didn't know they could.
Hello, my name is Naomi Ocasio, a third grade student from North Windham School. My friends and I are happy to announce that our school has selected Ms. Humphrey to receive North Windham School Support Staff of the Year for 2018 to 2019. Here is why.
Ms. Humphrey is a fun, calm, and helpful and a good person.
Reads with me and helps me when I can't read a word.
She is the best reading teacher because she gives me a lot of books to read.
She helped me to get to another level in reading by asking me questions about my book. Unbelievably awesome at teaching me to read and everything I'm supposed to know. Miss Humphrey is a great teacher. She makes me feel happy because she gives me paper for my comics and she reads them. Miss Humphrey practices words with me every time.
Hard work by always helping kids every day and watching over us.
Really good teacher because she helps me understand more about the books I was reading.
Expert at reading. You wreck it. Teaching.
I present Kathy Humphreys. I am pleased to announce that Stephanie George was chosen as the Teacher of the Year for the 2018-19 school year at North Windham School. She is fourth grade English component compañeros teacher, a team mentor, and a teacher fellowship leader in our district. She is a master educator that supports and models for teachers in both our mainstream English classrooms and our English-Spanish dual immersion classrooms. Teachers seek out her support and advice on a regular basis to improve on their own instruction. And though being a fourth grade teacher is busy enough, Stephanie's also seeking her administrator's 092 certification as an educational school leader. As her mentor, I have experienced firsthand the commitment she has for our students and their families, her colleagues, and our school and district. I could go on and on about what a wonderful teacher Stephanie is to our students. However, I prefer to use Stephanie's own words that exemplify the reason she was chosen for this honor. Stephanie wrote in her Teacher of the Year nominee form what she feels is an important contribution she has provided to her students. Stephanie wrote, "I hope my students can give back to society after they leave my classroom. I believe my students should see themselves in the content I teach. I want them to leave my classroom with knowledge of historical figures that have overcome obstacles to achieve goals similar to the obstacles the students face every day. I want them to enter society with experiences where they were challenged to think about human rights and social justice issues, and where they were asked to take a stand. I want them to know that it is okay to question situations they don't think are right and have the tools to make changes that will benefit their lives and the lives of others. It is for this reason and countless others that it is an absolute honor to have Stephanie George as North Windham Schools Teacher of the Year Award recipient. Stephanie George. And next, I am happy to introduce Sweeney Elementary School Principal, Angela Kiss.
Thank you, Liz. If I may, would the Sweeney School awardees please come to the stage now? Our motto at Sweeney School is everyone is a star at Sweeney School. We live that feeling every day. All of our award recipients this evening are great examples of stars who shine in their daily work. On behalf of the entire Sweeney family, it's my pleasure to introduce our outstanding 5th grade student, Anaya Pinnell.
Hi, I'm Jen Hoboff. I'm a 5th grade teacher here at Sweeney Elementary School, and I'm so excited to announce Anaya Pinnell is our 5th grade Student of the Year. Anaya is an amazing student, and I'm so lucky to have her in my class. She is the epitome of a Student of the Year. She's intelligent, kind, hardworking, super diligent. And Anaya is also known as being quiet and soft-spoken. The exciting thing about Anaya is she's really growing her voice this year. She volunteered and was selected to read our class speech at the Sweeney Feast at Thanksgiving. And she memorized the speech, which surprised no one. But she delivered it in a loud, confident voice, and she made us so proud. Anaya, you deserve this award, and we are so very proud of you. Congratulations, Anaya, on being Sweeney Student of the Year.
Parent involvement in all of our schools is welcome, but at Sweeney this year, we feel particularly lucky to have a parent like Ashley Ramos supporting our school.
Hi, I'm Christine Lapierre. I teach 3rd grade at Sweeney School. I'm here to talk about our Parent of the Year, Ashley Ramos. Since her 4th grade son Julian entered kindergarten, Ashley has been a dedicated classroom volunteer at Sweeney. When Julian was in my class last year, Ashley came in several afternoons a month. She was a valuable support during reading. She helped with independent work. She monitored computer usage, and she read with the children. She helped during science, and that was much appreciated as well. It was a real treat to have another set of adult hands during science experiments. It certainly made science run more smoothly. Now her younger son, Christian, is in 1st grade, and Ashley volunteers in his classroom as well. Last year, Ashley was elected to our School Governance Council, where she continues to serve this year. She helped to make our Sweeney Feast this year a success by assisting with preparations. Also, Ashley has just begun to co-chair the Sweeney PTO. Her first big project is going to be a family dance called the Cupid Dance on February 8th. Everyone at Sweeney appreciates Ashley's efforts on behalf of her own 2 kids and the entire Sweeney School staff.
Ashley Ramos, Parent of the Year. With ambitious goals in teaching and learning, we are very fortunate to have support staff who work with our students and teachers to achieve more. This year, we are pleased to recognize our building substitute, Deb Becker for her hard work.
Hi, I'm Lisa Shaw, I'm the reading coach at Sweeney Elementary School, and our support staff person of the year is Deb Becker. She's our building substitute. I've known Deb for 7 years. She's a phenomenal addition to our staff. She substitutes at a moment's notice K through 5. She's reflective, a great collaborator, and I have enjoyed working with her.
Deb Becker. Sweeney School is very proud to have Hillary Daly represent our teaching staff as the Teacher of the Year for the 2018-19 school year. Hillary is our reading interventionist who has worked at Sweeney for 6 years. During this time, she has collaborated with her colleagues and worked tirelessly to improve our students' reading skills and strategies in all grades, kindergarten through grade 5. In her role as interventionist, Hillary works with students for whom learning to read is not easy. Through her ability to form positive relationships with each child and to help them be successful every day, she is able to move her students forward. As she says, I thoroughly believe that if a child believes that you think they can achieve, they will. Hillary is an integral part of our total school community. She spearheaded our involvement in the Connecticut Children's Medical Center Pajama Day. She and her own son have been involved with this group for almost 9 years. 2 years ago, she volunteered to coordinate the Husky Reach program, which brings the Yukon athletes to read with our Sweeney children. This effort takes a lot of organization and a lot of Hillary's time, which she manages in an exemplary manner. Hillary's greatest strengths are her positive disposition, her tireless work ethic, and her personal desire to be a lifelong learner. She is an active member of the staff who richly deserves the honor of this special recognition. Congratulations, Hillary. And now it is my pleasure to introduce the principal of Windham Center School, my good friend, Kathleen Goodwin.
Good evening. If I can ask the Windham Center School awardees to come to the podium, please. At the center of Windham Center School are a core group of outstanding individuals, some who are eager to we are celebrating this evening. Last spring, our school was named as School of Distinction by the state of Connecticut for student growth, and we are proud of our progress. I want to thank all of my staff and students for working as a team and all that helped us achieve this recognition. Hard work gets results. And among those students getting the job done is 5th grader Kiara Gonzalez Crespo, who has been selected for the special recognition this year.
Hi Kiara, it's Mrs. Coolis. I'm really proud of you, and I want you to know that you really deserve this award that you're getting this evening. I'm very lucky that I got to have you in 3rd grade as well as this year in 5th grade. You've really matured as a student and as a person. You've become really confident in yourself, and you're a really great role model every single day. So congratulations.
Kiara, whoever she knows, she's respectful and nice to them, and whenever she's troubled, her friends got her back, and her friends will always be with her.
My friend since we were in kindergarten, and she still is, and I'm grateful to have her.
Kiara is very grateful and we love her and she's wonderful.
Kiara's a good friend and she helps a lot of people.
Congratulations,
Kiara.
She's respectful, she's nice, and she deserves the superintendent award.
Congratulations, Kiara. Come on. Kiara Gonzalez Crespo. As a parent myself, I know that it can be tough to devote extra time and energy beyond what is necessary every day. We are very fortunate to have a parent like Taryn Quintana who does so much for Windham Center School. Hi, Mrs. Quintana. Thank you for representing Windham Center School, for being our Parent of the Year, for being a member of our School Governance Council and our PTO, and for all the wonderful things that you do for Windham Center School, including making our shark. Did they tell you?
Congratulations, Mom. Thank you for all the projects, the building board, dances, teacher lunches, and supporting Windham Center School. Thank you for dinner, helping celebrate our birthdays, and putting a roof over our head.
You are cool and I love you.
I love you, Mom. Thank you for all you do. We love you, Mom.
Mrs. Taryn Quintana. Next, it is with great pleasure that I announce Miss Rebecca Brown, a behavior tutor at Windham Center School, who was enthusiastically selected by her peers to receive the award among staff at Windham Center School. And here is proof on how well loved she is. Come on over here so you can see. Hi, Mrs. Brown. Thanks for representing Windham Center School and for being our support staff winner of the year. You truly represent Windham Center School in all its hard work. And thank you for being somebody we can call on whenever we need you. And here's a couple staff members calling on you now.
Mrs. Brown! Mrs. Brown!
Thank you, Ms. Brown. Love you.
Mrs. Brown, come to town. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Mrs. Brown!
Brown.
Mrs. Brown!
Congratulations, Ms. Brown.
Congratulations, Ms. Brown.
Congratulations, Ms. Brown. Good job.
Congratulations, Mrs. Brown.
Congratulations, Ms. Brown. Thank you for working with us.
Mrs. Brown!
Mrs. Brown!
Mrs. Brown!
Meow, meow, Brown.
Mrs. Brown! Mrs. Brown!
Brown.
It is my pleasure to introduce Whitney McCormick as Windham Center School's Teacher of the Year. Whitney has served as a special education teacher with exceptional professional skills. Not only is she a skillful teacher, she also has personal skills such as sympathy, empathy, she is nurturing, and she is compassionate. Windham Center School staff love to work with Whitney because she is so personable, easy to get along with, and has a calm demeanor. As one fifth grade teacher wrote in their nomination for Whitney for this honor, Whitney is a ray of sunshine in my day. Whitney is a team player, planning and working together with her colleagues. She is reflective and willing to assist teachers with their academic and behavioral suggestions. She is student-centered, giving students the opportunity for input on their personal daily schedules and reward system. A special education teacher's schedule changes often. Whitney is the kind of person who doesn't complain, doesn't make excuses, and knows that any changes are in the best interest of her students. It is not only the staff members who love being around her, it is also her students who want to work with her. As one student put it, she is a great teacher. Words cannot express how grateful Windham Center School was to have Whitney on its staff. She has worked with some of our most challenging students. She goes above and beyond to find different ways to reach these students. She instills in them the habits they will need to be successful as they grow older. At Windham Center School, we were sorry to see Whitney leave. She has moved on to being the district special education coordinator. However, we wish her well in her new role, and we know that the district will now benefit from her organizational skills, her special education expertise, and her warm and welcoming personality. Of course, we hope that she will keep her ties with Windham Center School and visit us often. Whitney is a dedicated mother as well. She has a son, Henry, better known as Baby Henry, and he has participated in many of our Windham Center School activities. I know that Baby Henry knows how proud we are to know. I hope that Baby Henry knows how proud we are to know and work with his mom. Congratulations to our Windham Center School Teacher of the Year, Miss Whitney McCormick. Next, I would like to introduce a proud alumnus of Windham Public Schools, Interim Principal Tim McClure of the Charles Barrow STEM Academy.
Thank you, Kathleen. If I may ask the Barrow awardees to please come to the stage. At the Charles H. Barrow STEM Academy, we celebrate students for exploring ideas and being inquisitive, from kindergarten through grade 8. Our Student Award for Excellence this year goes to 8th grader Darian Padilla Perry.
Good evening. My name is Tracy Goodell Pelletier. I'm the 8th grade English teacher at Barrow STEM Academy. It is my pleasure to announce Darian Padilla Perry as Barrow STEM Academy's recipient of the 2018-19 Student Award. As a high-achieving, all-around student, Darian shows exceptional aptitude in all academic and extracurricular pursuits, consistently scoring among the top echelon of our students. Furthermore, he repeatedly seeks additional practice or enrichment opportunities, ensuring not only his competence, but mastery and practical application of the topics encountered both in and out of class. His inquisitive nature and desire to learn are contagious and help drive student engagement and discourse. Additionally, Darian is one of 3 returning member captains of the Science Olympiad, having helped lead last year's group earn recognition as the best new team. He is always willing to work with other students patiently and effectively, and invariably treats staff and peers alike with kindness and respect. Please help us recognize Darian as Barrow STEM Academy's Student of the Year.
This is my first year at Barrows, and I am learning that although our students come from many different communities, our parent network does an amazing amount of work to benefit our students and our school. Tonight, we want to especially recognize Michelle Kavar for her service to Barrows.
Good evening. My name is Pat McMahon, and I am the grade 14 leader at Charles H. Barrow STEM Academy. It is my pleasure to announce that Barrows has selected Michelle Kavar to receive the Parent Award for the 2018-2019 school year. Michelle was chosen for this award for many reasons. Michelle has a wonderful sense of humor and easygoing personality that allows her to get along with staff and students. Anyone that interacts with her will tell you about her positive energy. Michelle has been an awesome support for the Barrows School community. She has been an integral part of our community since we opened the school 5 years ago. From her very active involvement with the PTO to her time spent in both of her children's classrooms, she is always so happy, excited, and willing to help. In PTO, she has planned out our awesome fall vendor fair, brought the Penguin Patch shop to our students during the holiday season, as well as planned countless other family activities for our school community. Michelle is in her element with having both her children enrolled at STEM, as she has a love for life science. She has brought this wonderful knowledge into her children's classroom, from the observation of the life cycle of the monarch butterfly to the observation of tadpoles and releasing into our ponds. Michelle is well deserving of this award for her commitment to not only our school, but for supporting our students as well. Please help us recognize Michelle as Barrow STEM Academy Parent of the Year. Congratulations, Michelle.
All Windham Public School students can succeed, and to achieve that, cooperation among all instructional staff is needed. This commitment starts in the front office, which is why our staff would like to honor Secretary Cindy Albert for her work on the front line, always with a smile, facilitating cooperation.
Good evening. I'm Bob Kalajian, and I'm the assistant principal at Barrow STEM Academy. And I want to talk to you a little bit about our support person of the year, Cindy Albert. So we are really proud of Cindy because she works tirelessly in the main office to accomplish a multitude of tasks. She multitasks around having sign-in sheets ready, directing parents where to go in the building, taking phone calls from teacher rooms, taking phone calls from the outside, and all of this is done while maintaining our attendance and approximately 600 student records. So it's pretty amazing what she accomplishes in the course of a day. If that's not enough, she is in charge of keeping our attendance committee data. She's an integral member of our attendance committee, and at the drop of a hat, she could tell you who has the flu, who has a doctor's appointment, and who is out for whatever reason. She keeps this data, she talks to us about it at our meetings, and she's really invested in student attendance and communicating how important it is to our families. So as you can see, she accomplishes many tasks throughout the course of the day. She helps me out enormously and even anticipates what I'm thinking before I even say it sometimes. And she keeps all of my appointments scheduled and running like clockwork. And I'm really lucky to have her as my secretary. So again, I hope you'll join me in congratulating Cindy Albert, who is Barrow STEM Academy's Support Person of the Year. Congratulations, Cindy.
Come on up. Next, I'd like to welcome Sherry Geithner as Barrow's 2018-2019 Teacher of the Year. Mrs. Geithner has been teaching for 24 years and 16 years in Windham Public Schools. She approaches her career with steadfastness and is unwavering in her belief of her students every day. She strives for her students to grow socially, emotionally, and academically. She is constantly learning new strategies and approaches. Sherry says that, more often than not, it's the intangibles that are the most rewarding. It's the light in the student's eyes when she finally understands a tricky concept. It's the pride in a student's posture when he is confident enough to take a turn sharing what he knows. It's the realization that at the end of the day, that woven into the rigorous learning was kindness and laughter and joy. Sherry stays active in the community as well and has volunteered at children's hospitals, taught Sunday school, been on the advisory board for the Tolland Green Learning Center, is a member of the Barrows PTO, and currently volunteers as the chief editor for our Barrows yearbook. Sherry is a dedicated teacher who makes a difference every day in the lives of her students, and we are proud to have her represent Barrows as Teacher of the Year. Congratulations, Sherry. Now let me please welcome back to the podium Windham Middle School Principal Brett Fiore.
If I might ask our Windham Middle School awardees to please join me on the stairs over here. As many of you know, Windham Middle School is made up of separate small learning centers known as cities and our Compañeros program. We are very pleased to present our first student award this evening to an outstanding 8th grade Compañero student, Catherine Gutierrez.
The recipient of the Superintendent Award for Compañeros is someone that continually impresses me with her drive, ability to take academic risks, and her love of learning and reading. Catherine Gutierrez greets every teacher with a smile when she sees them and is always pleasant to adults and peers. Everyone wants success, but it only follows those who make a true approach to get it. You know that hard work and dedication has a destination, which is success. Best of luck for your future, and congratulations on your achievement. Stay gold, Pony Girl.
Congratulations, Catherine. Our staff is so pleased to award Judith Gomez Vera with the Superintendent's Award tonight. She is an 8th grader representing Frog City.
Frog City is happy to present the Superintendent's Award to Judy Gomez. Judy Gomez is an amazing student. She's a well-rounded student. She's always willing to help others in the classroom. She also participates in NJHS, National Junior Honor Society, and is a key component in all of our classes. Judy's friends also wanted to comment and reach out. She's awesome at basketball and badminton, and they're just happy to be her friend.
Congratulations to Judith Gomez Vera. Congratulations. From Hill City, we are proud to award 8th grader Brianna Inglis with an award this evening.
Brianna Inglis stands out among her peers for many reasons. Her dedication, responsibility, and ambition have made her a role model for every student at Windham Middle School. As she nears the end of her middle school years, we who have had the privilege of teaching Brianna look forward to seeing her apply her considerable skills in high school and beyond. Her work ethic and extensive base of knowledge have guaranteed that her future is limitless. In class, Brianna always participates in discussions and helps her peers understand the details of the topic at hand. She can be counted on to show up prepared and ready to make the most of every minute she spends in school. When we happen to present some information that Brianna hasn't learned yet, she advocates for herself to ensure that she gets all the help she needs to excel in every assignment. Outside of her core classes, Brianna has proven to be a very well-rounded student with wide-ranging interests. For example, she's been involved in softball, strings, and was inducted in the National Junior Honor Society last year. In addition, she has earned a spot on the honor roll every marking period, and recently was voted by her homeroom to be their representative in student council. Her extensive array of activities and honors proves that Brianna is a leader with amazing abilities and the drive to put them into action to make the world a better place. We are proud to present this award to Brianna on behalf of the students and staff of Windham Public Schools.
Congratulations, Brianna. Lastly, we would like to honor Ariana Portuguese, our outstanding 8th grade student from Thread City. Here is why she's such an excellent choice.
Ariana Portuguese is a student of amazing intellect. She holds herself to a very high standard, so she won't hand in an assignment until she is sure it meets all the requirements. In class, she advocates for herself to be sure she understands every detail of each topic and its associated tasks. Her writing is extremely thorough. She takes the time to explain her point in detail, using academic language one would not expect to see in the work of a middle school student. With her friends, Ariana has a great sense of humor. She has developed the skill of socializing while getting her work done, which many students her age lack. Her academic excellence has extended into the gifted and talented WIN block, during which Ariana has contributed to several co-curricular projects. The quality of her schoolwork, combined with her background knowledge, have made Ariana a deserving recipient of the Superintendent's Award. We are proud to present this award to Ariana Portuguese on behalf of her teachers and classmates.
Congratulations, Ariana. Sometimes parents who have been involved with their students' elementary education find it challenging to stay involved once their child reaches middle school. Students need parent support in the middle school more than ever, and administrators need parents in our corner as well. This is why we are so happy tonight to honor a parent volunteer who we could not do it without, Stacy O'Neill. The Windham Middle School Parent of the Year is Mrs. Stacy O'Neill. Mrs. O'Neill is the president of the Windham Middle School Parent-Teacher Organization and works diligently to organize events for our students such as open gym, movie nights, and quiz nights. Mrs. O'Neill also leads the PTO as they provide refreshments for teachers, hold fundraisers, and use the fundraised money to help Windham Middle School students attend trips, help teachers purchase exciting tools for their classrooms, and support Windham Middle School in any way they can. It is for her leadership and support of the Windham Middle School that Mrs. O'Neill is deserving of this award. Congratulations, Mrs. O'Neill. Congratulations. Windham Middle School is so fortunate to have so many excellent, dedicated staff members who are committed to the students here. Cindy Varno, our food services manager, is no exception. Although Cindy's role is not in the classroom, her impact on students' well-being is extremely important. The award winner for the non-certified staff member of the year at Windham Middle School is Cindy Varno. Mrs. Varno joined the Windham Middle School family in the middle of the 2017-2018 school year. While new to our building, she was not new to the district and so jumped right into her new role. She greets the students warmly, makes sure they have plenty of fresh fruits and vegetable options, and works tirelessly to make sure that each of our students has an amazing dining experience. With 4 lunch waves of students, this is an enormous task. However, Ms. Varno always has a smile on her face and is happy to help out when asked. It is for these reasons that the Windham Middle School administrative team has chosen her for our non-certified staff member of the year for the 2017-2018 school year. Congratulations! The award winner for the non-certified staff. The Windham Middle School Teacher of the Year is Catherine Sigelstein. Ms. Sigelstein has been a special education teacher at Windham Middle School since 2007. For the last few years, Ms. Sigelstein has worked as a bilingual special education teacher and also as our special education team leader. Her ability to multitask is one of a kind, and on any given day, you may find her teaching resource room, teaching a compañeros math class or Math 180, organizing substitutes, acting as a liaison between administration and pupil services, and assisting the other special education teachers with their tasks. But what really makes Ms. Sigelstein outstanding is that she absolutely believes that the most important aspect of her job is to be here not only for the students on her caseload, but for any student that needs her support. For all of these reasons and a million more, I am thrilled to recognize Catherine Sigelstein as the Windham Middle School Teacher of the Year. Congratulations. I would next like to introduce Ms. Pamela Kavanaugh, the acting principal at Windham High School.
Thank you, Ms. Fiore. May I please have the Windham High School awardees come up to the stage? At Windham High School, we are filled with Whippet pride. From our athletes to our musicians to our writers and our culinary students, by the time our students reach senior year, we are proud to see them full of ambition and confidence to move on to college and career. Therefore, it was with great pleasure that I introduce you to our two awardees tonight who have set themselves apart. First, please welcome Yvette Lopez-Lopez, a student leader and excellent scholar.
It is a pleasure to introduce Windham High School's recipient for the 2018-2019 Superintendent's Award, Yvette Lopez. Yvette is a terrific student with a strong desire to give back to her school and community. Yvette is eager to get involved in any activity, yearbook, morning announcements, National Honor Society leadership, and many others. She is outstanding academically, she is always at the top of her class, and is one who truly cares about learning and seeking deep understanding. Quiero introducir a Yvette López para recibir el premio de superintendente. Yvette es una estudiante muy fuerte y da mucho a su comunidad escolar. Siempre quiere participar en las actividades como de yearbook, como deportes y la sociedad nacional, y siempre saca buenas notas. Siempre está por encima de su clase y realmente quiere mucho de su clase y de la escuela. Es un placer introducirla.
Congratulations, Yvette. Our second student awardee is Ellis Phillips Galucci, athlete, scholar, and student leader.
Hi, my name is... Windham High School is proud to honor Ellis Phillips Galucci as the recipient of the Superintendent's Award for the 2018-2019 school year. Ellis is an exceptional student, a caring classmate, and an outstanding athlete. Ellis embodies the values educators wish all their students to have. He is empathetic, participatory, insightful, inquisitive, and engaged.
Congratulations, Ellis. Parents are an extension of our high school family. Students and the administration recognize those parents who are devoted to their students' success and who go the extra mile to aid with the many moving parts of an active high school like ours. Therefore, tonight, our Windham High School family would like to recognize Maribeth Martinez. As you will see from this video, Maribeth was proactive in boosting the pride of a whole team of young women athletes by helping secure donations for new uniforms, enhancing their excitement about their school.
Hi, my name is Vyivani, and I am a member of the Windham High School girls volleyball team. This year, the Superintendent's Award of Excellence for Parents was awarded to Maribel Martinez. Maribel is not only an amazing parent to her child, but she also adopted our volleyball team this year. We started our season using the same uniforms from 6 years ago. Our team's turn for uniforms was the following year, but they were in really bad condition. Some were ripped, others had the numbers halfway torn off. It was also a struggle to find the right sizes for all the girls on our team. After one of our first games, Maribel approached Coach Zaleb and said, "Your team needs new uniforms." Coach agreed and told her that we would be requesting them for next season. Maribel said, "No, you're getting them this year." She approached multiple businesses and community members for donations to support us and had raised the $2,000 within 2 days. The uniforms arrived in early October, and we were able to show off our school pride and wear them with confidence. That helped us perform better on the court. We finished the season with our best record in 5 years. Maribel also helped get donations for our annual Dig Pink fundraiser and was very, very vocal supporter from the bleachers during our games. Windham High School is very fortunate to have Maria Martinez as a supportive parent, and our volleyball team is especially grateful for all she has done for us.
We love you!
Congratulations and thank you, Maribel. Student achievement is our district and our high school's #1 priority. We are pleased to select a member of our support staff who helps ensure achievement every day, Tutor Gregory Sykes.
Hi, my name is Kim Jaskowitz. I'm a teacher, special ed teacher here at Windham High School. I'm here to talk to you about Greg Sykes, who has been chosen to win this award. Greg is very dependable. He is hardworking, and if there's something that he doesn't know, he definitely finds it out. Greg is such an asset to the Windham community and Windham school community. We appreciate everything you do for us in room 110, and congratulations, Mr. Sykes. Thanks.
Congratulations, Greg. On behalf of our teachers, students, and staff at Windham High School, I am honored to present Windham High School's Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Elizabeth Russell. Mrs. Russell is an English teacher at Windham High, and we are fortunate that she has been part of our Windham community for many years. Beth's colleagues look to her as a mentor and recognize her many strengths, including how she champions every student. Her classroom is always teeming with activity before and after school as students look to her for support with their academics and sometimes advice from Mrs. Russell, whom they know will listen and deeply care. Beth is an advocate for her students and even more so teaches her students how to advocate for themselves. She holds each student to the highest expectations so that they may see the potential in themselves that she sees in each of them. Beth enjoys working one-to-one with her students, and she has a special way of sitting quietly, listening, and supporting a student. It is inspiring to see a student look to Beth when finished and say, "Thank you for helping me do this." But then Beth will respond, "Look what you did when you focus. I was just sitting here with you. You did this by yourself." Beth's goal is to help her students see that they can be independent. Mrs. Russell will tell you that Windham High School is the perfect fit for her, and that one of the greatest lessons her students have taught her is that her respect is a sincere compliment. She strives to be someone that her students see as a role model and wants to offer her students the very best education. It is my pleasure to recognize Mrs. Elizabeth Russell. At this time, I would like to introduce a Windham High School alumna, Mrs. Joanne Haddad, Interim Administrator of Windham Steps Academy.
Thank you, Ms. Kavanaugh. At this time, Mariah Adams, would you please come up? This fall, our school district opened the Windham Steps Academy to help ensure access to a high school diploma for all of our Windham students. STEPS stands for Supports Through Education Promotes Success. As her former teacher and now her current administrator, I am excited to tell you that Mariah Adams exemplifies the qualities we are looking for at the Windham Steps Academy. And we are proud to honor the first senior to complete all graduation requirements here tonight. Hi, Joanne Haddad here, Interim Administrator of the Windham Steps Academy. It is my honor to announce that Mariah Adams has been chosen by our staff to receive the 2018-2019 Award of Excellence.
One of the reasons we chose Mariah is based on her drive to succeed at the Academy through consistent attendance and work completion.
Another is Mariah's ability to be a role model for all other students by showing respect, responsibility, and pride on a daily basis.
And finally, this is an opportunity for us to tell her just how much we appreciate her positive attitude, making each day brighter here at Steps.
From all of us to you, Mariah, congratulations!
Mariah Adams. And now I'm pleased to introduce to you the Director of Pupil Services, Mr. Miguel Pabon.
Thank you, Ms. Haddad. I am honored to present the Certified Support Staff Award this evening to Ms. Pam Mendek. The Pupil Services Department works with students at every school throughout the district to be sure they receive the services and support they need. Among this staff are our school nurses, who are an integral part of making sure that our students are well taken care of. This year, the district is pleased to honor Pam Mendek, school nurse at Natchog School, as our Staff Member of the Year.
I am Sarah Larson. And I am Michelle Pepin. And we are pleased to present Pam Mendek for the Certified Support Staff Award. Pam is a true asset to Natchog. These are all the reasons why we love her.
I like Miss Linda. I like Carrie.
I think that Miss Mendek is a great listener, and she is always supportive.
I like how Miss Linda takes care of me.
I love that Miss Mendek always greets me with a smile.
I like when she leaves Vaseline on my lip for the crack.
We love you, Miss Mendek.
Thank you, and I would like to turn the program back to Dr. Garcia.
Thank you, Mr. Pavon. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce State Representative Susan Johnson and invite her to say a few words. Mrs. Johnson?
Thank you so much, Dr. Garcia. What a great pleasure it is to be here this evening as the state representative for this district. This is truly amazing. I have spent my time at the legislature every single cycle on the Committee for Education. And coming here to see these awards, it just really makes me feel very, very proud of this community and the wonderful work that we do. Honoring our students, honoring our teachers, honoring the parents and the people who work all throughout the many different school districts in our town is really a great way to bring our community together. And I am just really thrilled that we celebrate our victories. And that's a really important thing in life to remember. You have a victory, it should be celebrated. And that's something that we're doing here, and including all the people who are involved in the community and doing great work, I think is truly an inspiration for everybody else. And so I just want to be very, very thankful for all the good work that you're doing. Thank you for giving me a chance to speak. Thanks for inviting me. And thank you to all of you for all your great work.
Thank you, Representative Johnson, for coming. Representative Johnson is a big supporter of our school district, and we know that we always can count on her. Just to mention that Representative Johnson has brought letter of appreciation for all our honorees, and we'll make sure that they receive them by tomorrow. It is my sincere honor to recognize the support staff award, selected by the central office. Our honoree is Mrs. Janet Testa, who served as executive administrative assistant to the superintendent and to the Board of Education. Janet is the hub of much activities in central office at all times. She probably feels like she is conducting an entire orchestra all the time. However, this commanding role is not new to her. Through executive director position at the Guilford and New Haven Chamber of Commerce and her experience working at both Dartmouth College and Yale University, Janet gained experience as a professional leader in every sense. Her experience, including working in the office of Windham Middle School, makes her no stranger to understanding what challenges our school leaders and her compassionate as well and efficient. She has wisdom and sensibility that is invaluable to me in the daily work. I could tell you that Janet is dependable and an excellent problem solver. But what makes Janet an outstanding executive administrative assistant is that Janet knows me well as anyone on the planet unless they happen to be married to me. She anticipates my need and even think what they are before I am thinking. She knows what I will need ahead of time for my meetings, for my conferences, for my presentations. She focuses on the priorities on a daily, hourly, and minute-to-minute basis. I know I have Janet unconditional support. It is a great feeling to know that I can trust her 150% all the time. If I'm having a bad day, Janet will be there to brighten my day, to cheer me up, to help me regain my perspective, and to help me move forward. And this is priceless to me. No one who engaged with Janet in the entire school district, whether it is once or daily, has any doubt why she's been recognized today with this great honor. Congratulations to Janet Testa. For the second year, we are happy to honor our District Volunteer of the Year. May I ask Ms. Leah Rawls to please come to the stage. Windham is a community that is filled with many engaged citizens, volunteer firefighters, elected officials who spend endless hours performing their civic duty. The Windham Public School District is also the beneficiary of community volunteers, one of whom we recognize tonight. Leah Ross is first of all a grandparent of a Windham Public School student, and therefore she's personally invested in our public schools. Mrs. Wall is president of the recently formed NAACP chapter of the Windham and Willimantic since 2017. As the leader of our organization that support and celebrate the advancement of people of color, she has been a tremendous asset to me, to our school, to our students, and to our community. She recognizes that Windham faces some unique challenges, but that as a leader, she must not shrink from our responsibility to change lives every day. Nevertheless, Mrs. Rawls has led the Windham Willimantic chapter of the NAACP to many successful endeavors which are directly related to protecting the civil rights and education in our community. Mrs. Rawls is an outspoken advocate for our school and for our school budget, regularly going before the Town Council and Board of Finance meetings supporting our budget. She was concerned about the closing of the Path Academy and follow-up to ensure that our Windham students were not left behind. Most recently, I reached out to her when we were short of providers for the enrichment program at the middle school. She turned up in my conference office, not one provider, not two, but several volunteers willing to work with our students at the middle school and provide enrichment. Ms. Rawls has spent her professional career advocating for those in our society who need redirection and support. Mrs. Rawls, I appreciate your concern, your involvement in our community and in our school, and I appreciate the friendship also. You're a positive role model for our students and for the Windham community. Thank you. As I said when we opened our presentation this evening, without a community, there is no school. Windham School is so fortunate to be part of a rich and colorful community. For a second year, we felt it was important to recognize a community partner who support our district mission, vision, and theory of action. May I please invite the representative from the United Way of Central and Northeastern Connecticut to come forward. Mr. Mario Conjura, Chair, Windham Regional Advisory Board, Bob Williamson, Amanda Troyer, John Prescott. Is only one person come? Only one? Okay, please come. Mr. Mario Conjura is Chair of the Windham Regional United Way Advisory Board. As you all know, it is a priority of the Windham Public School to work with families and community partners to support the work that we do in our school for our students to be successful. One name raises to the top when we talk about impact in our students' life, the United Way. Last year, the United Way stepped up for our district and offered Neighborhoods Grant, which funded 3 before after-school staff members. These additional tutors were hired as part-time at the elementary school, specifically to support our students that came from Puerto Rico during the Hurricane Maria. This was a tremendous boost to the students and to our school district. Additionally, Windham Public School was awarded, just as the close of the school year last year, 2 additional grants to support the before and after school program. As I said before, we could not have this program without the support of the United Way. The United Way understands the challenges of urban education and is a creative collaborator. They facilitate college students from EastCon and UConn to work with our students as mentors and as tutors, offering a special relationship opportunity for Windham youth. We're proud to have recently participated in a campaign to raise funds for the United Way and to give back in a small way for all the investment in our community. Let me say that in the Windham region, the United Way of Central and Northeastern Connecticut invested $363,900. Let me repeat that number. $363,900 this year in local programs. Let's give them a round of applause. $363,900 that went to local programs, services, and initiatives that provided children and families with area opportunity to be successful. And Windham Public School is a recipient of that opportunity. The United Way makes not a huge impact in our community, but also a positive and productive impact. Huge, positive, and productive. Therefore, I want to recognize today our friends from the United Way, Central and Northeastern Connecticut for their outstanding community partners. Mr. Mario Conjura, thank you. At this time, I'd like to invite the District Teacher of the Year, Stephanie Jers, to please come to the stage. Stephanie, where are you? The mission of Windham Public School is centered on providing all students equitable access to a high-quality education. Our teaching staff is on the front line of delivering this promise to our students and families on a daily basis. In my 5 years here at Windham Public School, we have put in place so many new and very rigorous expectations for teachers. We continually push them to find smarter ways to teach our students and to engage our students in the learning process. And they are responding in creative ways. We sincerely appreciate all our teachers of the year. They are the pride of Windham Public School. Please give all of them a round of applause. However, from among all our top teachers, one is selected to represent Windham Public School as the Teacher of the Year. I'm extremely honored to present this evening to our District Teacher of the Year, Stephanie Jers. As you heard from her principal, Mrs. Bongarnier, Mrs. Jers is a compañeros teacher at North Windham School. She was chosen by a selection of former Teacher of the Year, administrators, and principals. Mrs. Jers started in Windham Public School in 2010. She has taught 5th grade and 6th grade and has been the English teaching compañeros for 5 years. She holds a master's degree in elementary education with an endorsement in social studies education and a bachelor's degree in arts and history from Eastern Connecticut State University. Mrs. Jers takes her leadership responsibility every opportunity that she can. She has the forefront of the You Can Teacher Leadership Fellow Academy for the last 3 years. And I remember when Stephanie was interviewed for that position and that role, and I remember how outstanding she was in that interview, and she was selected immediately to be at the forefront and to be part of that outstanding group of teacher leaders. This summer, she was invited by the Washington University to attend the Teacher Institute in Mount Vernon. She's a valuable member of my Teacher Advisory Board and a leader on the data team in her school. She's a shining example among her staff. She's a shining example of what it is to be a teacher. She continually works to better her skills, and she's devoted to serving Windham Public School. I can tell you, Superintendent, I am proud to have her as a teacher. I'm excited when I go to her classroom, and I always leave delighted to have her as a teacher in Windham Public School and delighted to be in the profession of education. Stephanie, thank you for all what you do for our students. Congratulations to all our honorees this evening. We're proud that you, all of you here tonight, are associated with Windham Public School. Let's give all of them a round of applause. This concludes the Superintendent Award ceremony for the 2018-2019 school year. We want to thank you for coming here this evening. We want to thank you for being part of this ceremony. We want to thank you for being a partner with Windham Public School. Thank you once again, and all of you, please have a safe trip home.